Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about education, behavior, and boundaries. My name is Matt. I'm a veteran teacher and a Board Certified Behavior Analyst, and I just want to thank you guys so much. Today is so cool because today marks 1 year since the first video was uploaded to this channel. A lot I've learned and a lot of things to come, and I'll get into like the direction of the channel, where we're headed, what it's going to look like, and where you guys kind of fall into that. First, before we do any of that, I want to go into the top 10 things that I have learned from the year of 2025. Personally, professionally, spiritually, everything in between. These are in no particular order, really. I'm terrible at journaling. First of all, I know I need to get better at it. There's so much science about how it's good for you and all those different things. I have procrastinated in the entire 2025 year from journaling. These are top 10, but not in any particular order. This was really I just thought, all right, what are the 10 biggest lessons that have impacted me more than anything else in the 2025 year specifically? And the first thing that I have here is money is renewable, time is not. So growing up, I heard that all the time, man, I got more time than I do money. I got more time than I do money. The reality is, and what I've learned this year, we can make more money. Now, I understand the privilege that might be in that statement. And first of all, understand, this is not coming from a guy who has a lot of money. There is an understanding though, you can still make more money theoretically. And even practically you can make more money. Like if I wanted to make more money, I could sell like this microphone, right? And make what, maybe 50 bucks because it's used. I look around this room and I can sell stuff and get money that way. I cannot do the same thing with time. Even the time that I'm putting in this video, I won't get that time back. So I just have to trust that this is time well invested. And that's, you can look at that, whatever metric. I don't think and I don't measure it by views. You can measure it by skills or anything like that. But I'm never going to get this time back. My daughter she's going to be 7 months. And in these 7 months, the time where she's saying her first word, she's starting to crawl a little bit, she's starting to roll a little bit. I'm not going to get that time back. The time that I have with my wife, where we just get to hang out, talk to each other. I get home from work, I play fetch with my dog. My wife and my daughter are right there. We're just talking, catching up on the day. I'm not going to get that time back, so I want to make sure it's well invested. The difference between time and money is that you can make more money, but you can't make more time. That was a huge thing, and that really changed my perspective. Like, I'm not going in millions of dollars in debt or anything like that. Like, I don't want to, let's not be crazy. Let's not be irrational. Let's be responsible adults, right? Even if you had all the money in the world, it doesn't solve all of your problems. It will either magnify your gratitude or magnify your disgratitude. That was a huge one for me. Even if I knew it on the back of my mind somewhere, because of my raising, because of my parents, words were put to it this year, and I'm very thankful for that. Number 2, other people's feelings are not my problem. And I gotta explain that one a little bit. Because I do work with kids, and I don't want anybody comment and say, you really work with kids and you really feel this way, you don't care about people's feelings. For those who don't know me well, which is probably majority of you watching this video, I like to define myself as a recovering people pleaser, in that I care deeply about how people feel. And you could probably be super, nihilistic with that and say you just care about how people feel because you care about your image, you care about how you're presented. And I think that's fair, and that might be part of it. That's probably a layer of it if I really want to be brutally honest with myself, because I care about how I'm perceived. I don't like to inconvenience people. I hate it when I hurt people's feelings. I hate it when I know a decision that my wife and I make together is making other people unhappy. It really bothers me. But one story that resonates with me is whenever one of my friends told his cousin, whenever his cousin told him, that really hurts my feelings. He responded with, your feelings aren't my problem. You're gonna have people treat you all sorts of ways, make you feel all sorts of ways, whether intentionally or unintentionally, but your feelings are something for you to process. Even though I care deeply about them, it's understanding I can't be responsible for their feelings. I can try to mend it. I can try to apologize where I've done something wrong. Try to take ownership of those things. But I don't want to apologize for something I didn't do or something I don't mean, because then it's not really an apology. I just want to please the person and say what they want to hear, and that's not good. So that was a big one for me. Number 3, this was a lesson, but it's also kind of my resolution. I need to have confidence in my competence. If you're watching this, you need to have confidence in your competence. I've quoted Mike Lipkin. He has a book called Dancing with Disruption. Really, really great book. And in that book, he says, I've been wrong before, but I've never doubted myself. And he talks about moving with confidence and understanding that you're not going to get everything right, and that is okay. That's not what confidence is. Confidence is actually very humble in that, yeah, I was wrong about that, so now I got to fix it. And I'm trying to carry this into the workplace every day. I am a professional. I know what I'm doing. Not that I'm the most important person in the room by any stretch of the imagination, but I do add value to the room. And I pray that you watching this would feel that whatever room you walk into, not saying you don't have to think I'm the most important person in here. And I really hope you don't think that, because that's a different issue. But understanding that when you walk into a room, you do add value. You do matter. Your opinion can change the trajectory of somebody's life potentially. And you need to know that. If you haven't heard that today, I'm telling you, yeah, have confidence in your competence. You know your things, you're a professional, you're doing great. You don't have all the answers. That doesn't mean you're not doing great. In fact, if you get something wrong, that means you're still learning, which is awesome. Confidence and competence. I'm on number 4. Be present where you're irreplaceable. I am 100% replaceable in my classroom. God forbid, but if something happened to me tonight, the next morning there will be a posting for a special education teacher. Your cubicle will be empty for probably about a week before they put somebody else in your place. Where the one place where that does not happen is your home. It's in your friendships. It's in your families. I am gonna be the only husband that my wife has. My daughter has one dad, and tomorrow is not promised. I understand that. I wanna be here forever. I wanna be here to see her get married. I wanna be here to see her have kids. I wanna play with my grandkids, my great-grandkids, my great-great-grandkids. That'd be awesome. And I have the understanding that tomorrow's not promised, and that's okay. So I need to make the most of the time I do have, and that's by being present where I'm irreplaceable, taking the PTO that I've been given. Maybe even if I go over my PTO, make sure my job responsibilities are taken care of for sure, because I signed up for this job, and doing my responsibilities here, because I do feel like what I'm doing here is a responsibility too. Like, making sure I meet my responsibilities, but more than anything, I want to be present for the people that do not see me as replaceable. So that's number 4. Number 5, compliance isn't the end game of teaching. I don't think teachers should be judged by how well we can put fear into kids. I don't look at somebody who's sitting quietly in a chair and say, that's a good learner. You know, I'm gonna hire him. I don't know if people say that. I don't think that's the case. In fact, it's not the case. I've been doing a lot of research on it. That the exact opposite is actually true. And again, more on that. I'm not trying to like just throw in little teasers in here, but hey, here we are. But I promise in the next few weeks, y'all, I'm gonna give some context to all that. But compliance is not if you're a teacher watching this, compliance is not the end game of teaching. And then what is? Well, courage. And courage is kids who aren't scared to get the wrong answer, kids who innovate, kids who are able to lead a discussion and be thought leaders and different things like that. So, okay, so that's number 5. Number 6. Oh man, y'all, even after today, man. All right. Number 6 is I'm the richest person in the world. Yeah, this I forgot I wrote that down. But yeah, I'm the richest person in the world. I remember Elon Musk hit $600 billion, and I think that made him the richest man in the world, at least for that time. If I were to picture Elon Musk's reaction, it would probably something like, "Oh, cool." Like he doesn't care, like he's just doing what he does, you know. And I would not trade places with Elon, because I look at his personal life, and man, I'm not gonna say he's been through the ringer. I don't know the whole story of his stuff, but I know he has a lot of kids by different mothers, and I know if you are from a past like that or you're in a situation like that, and it's not an easy situation. And I think about how blessed I am. I have my wife that I could not imagine my life without. I have my daughter, and she made life as amazing as married life was with my wife. Like just being with her and making memories with her. Just when I thought life couldn't get any better, we get this beautiful ball of perfection. That is my daughter. Dude, it's just amazing. And I look around and I look at what we have. We have a roof over our head. We don't worry about, of course we worry about the grocery bill like everybody else does, but we have groceries. I have a job and I got another job so my wife could stay home. And I know in my worst days, I'm like, man, I can't believe I got to work 2 jobs to like keep up with expenses and stuff. But then on another one, dude, I have 2 jobs. There are people that are struggling to find 1 job. that's good. And I got 2 jobs with great supervisors, great bosses, like leaders, and I'm so rich, bro. Like, I feel like the richest person, and I think it's just, the lesson I'm learning is just, I guess, gratitude. Number 7, if it's not different, it's not progress. My wife and I were sitting down planning out this year with the business, with the channel, with all this stuff that we want to give you guys, especially if you're an educator. We want to give it to y'all so that you can kind of be empowered, because I don't feel like we're well equipped for the stuff we deal with. So I want to help the first year me, whatever I needed that first year of teaching and first year in the classroom and trying to serve students. I want to give that to so many educators. So it's going to be out of our comfort zone a little bit, but I would argue if it's not different, it's not progress. There's some nuance to that I know I'm like just completely forsaking, but I know if you're in a similar season as we're in right now, we're going to be doing a lot of different things, and I think that's progress. It's outside of our comfort zone, and we're going to do it, so I'm excited. Number 8, right things at the wrong time. There are things that can be 100% right for somebody else, and there's things that could be totally right for you, but just the wrong time. And there are things, and we actually had a situation like this, that were right 2 or 3 years ago that now in this season are wrong. That's okay too. So understanding and discerning that, and understanding, like, there's a piece I had when I took this and a piece I had for that season, but now that piece is turned into a dissonance, and I feel like I got to cut some things off. That's okay. Like, it is possible for something to have been right a couple years ago or 6 months ago, and now it's not, and that's okay. Number 9, this is more of a pragmatic, practical one, is laughing with my students. I think as teachers, we feel like we need to have this persona of don't smile until after Christmas. That's kind of like the common thing. However, we want to teach kids to be funny appropriately, to be witty appropriately and respectfully. But in order to do that, you have to laugh when it's appropriate. You know, if they make a joke that's appropriate and funny, you can laugh with them. You know, I was gonna say laugh at them, and depending on your relationship with the kid, maybe you can laugh at them. I don't know, but yeah, laugh with your students. That just makes things more fun. Laughter is just so much more fun. It builds trust when you're in a room that's full of laughter. I don't know, it's different, man, and it's a good difference. So yeah, laugh more. Honestly, laughed often. Number 10, and again, no particular order, but and some of these kind of go together. But make ambitious goals and do everything in your control to make it happen. My wife and I were talking, we are having some very ambitious goals when it comes to the business particularly. They kind of make me nervous. It's almost like, let's pretend this was possible. In our wildest dreams, let's just say this is possible. What would we have to do today to make that happen? And I want to share that challenge with you guys. If you have any ambitious goals that you're scared of, maybe it's writing a book, maybe it's starting a YouTube channel, maybe it's writing a song and publishing it to all the platforms, or a podcast or something. Look, I'm going to challenge you. Make those 5 podcast episodes. Write that song, record it. Like, it doesn't have to be professional, just record on your phone. It doesn't matter, but make ambitious goals. I like the way Alex Ramosi says, it's just like stack the chips in your favor as much as you possibly can. And then when the time comes, let the cards fall where they land. Know that I did everything in my power to make this happen when I felt like it should happen. Those are my 10 things I learned in 2025. Got some great things along with the reaction videos that I've been posting this past year. I'm gonna start posting some more, I guess they call it talking head videos, of where I just expound on these ideas a little bit more. If that's something you're interested in, keep an eye out. Let me know in the comments. And also, I want to hear more from you guys. If you're an educator who has found this video and you want to bring education back to the conversation, I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what has worked for you. Some of the wildest stories. Maybe you're struggling with something in your classroom. I can't give you official advice, but I can probably tell you what I would do in that situation. I'll put something in the pinned comment, like an email or a place you can send those stories if you want to. Thank y'all so much for staying through the whole video. It was such a pleasure sitting with you guys wherever you're at. If you like this, please subscribe to the channel. It helps, y'all. It helps. You watching helps, and then liking and sharing and commenting, all the things that help so much. Appreciate y'all so very much. Hope you guys have a great week. Love you guys. God bless.